welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing something different here. I'm going to be doing a story time, and it's going to be a ghost story because there's ghosts in my house. And if you guys don't believe in that ghost afterlife stuff, then just, you know what, click out. But I do because I've experienced it myself. But before we get into it, just subscribe to this channel and like this video so you can be part of the Solano family. And yeah, let's just get right into it. I'm kind of scared to talk about this because I heard when you talk about it, like, it gets worse. But you know what, I'm just gonna put on my big girl panties and talk about it for you guys, because some of you guys have been requesting it. Because if you watched my vlog channel, then you guys know what I'm talking about, and you know that I am not BSing. So there's gonna be two parts. I'm gonna do part one right now, and then if you guys like this one, then I'll do a part two. But yeah, okay, so it all started, well, we've always like heard stuff in our house, and like do you guys hear that playing? Just gonna wait until it leaves. You know what, interrupt me plane, go ahead, it's totally fine. Like I was saying, so we've always heard stuff in our house, and like in the living room, when our guests used to sleep in the living room, or when I would sleep in the living room, I would always like dream of the devil as well as our guest, and that was already scary. And then one time when my sister slept in the living room, she woke up because she dreamt of that, and then she seen like a figure, and maybe it could be in our head, whatever, but there's still more. That's not it. So like I said, we've always heard stuff and stuff like that. I would always hear like people walking in my bedroom, the one that I'm actually filming in right now. I would hear people walking in here, water bottles, and I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would go to sleep. I wouldn't even sleep in here. There was a point where I would stay up till like 3 or 4 a.m. and I would have to go to my sister's room to go sleep because I just couldn't sleep in here at all. I haven't slept in here recently, so I don't know how it is. I actually want to try to sleep in here to see, because it has calmed down a lot. But so it was very mild, you know. There was nothing like horrible, and we didn't see stuff until this one time. So my mom had a friend, and he didn't have nowhere to go because he had to get out of the place he had right away. That's what he told us. So we were like, oh, you know, we have a spare room. Come stay with us. We're not going to leave you out on the streets, you know. He worshipped the Santa Muerte. In English, I don't know what that is. I think it's the living dead, or the green weeper or something like that. I'm not too sure, but I know in Spanish it's the Santa Muerte. That's what he adored. That was like his god. And I don't know too much about that, but from what he told me, you know, she did him a miracle, and so that was like who he adored, and he just like loved her. So he always had like this little thing that was inside his room, like a figure of her or whatever. And so he was here. While he was here, we didn't see too much things either. We didn't think nothing of it until he left. Like a couple days after he left, if you guys follow my vlog channel, I was doing Vlogmas that day actually, and we went to Walmart. And we had turned off all the lights. We locked our doors and everything. And when we came back, all our lights were on. Every single light was on. And we're like, what the heck? We wouldn't leave this much lights on, number one. And number two, like, we turned it off and we closed our door. But no, the door was open and everything. And we didn't think of like any spirits or anything, because we hadn't like encountered any spirits like that. So we weren't thinking of ghosts. We thought there was a robber inside our house. So we're like, okay, we're gonna call one of our friends to come check who's inside. And we did. And then me and my sister and my mom walked inside, and we were looking as well. And my little sister Alexis, she was looking to see like for the robber. And as she turns to look in the restroom, guess what she sees? She sees the Santa Muerte, which is a girl, like of a skeleton figure, smiling at her with a black veil on top of her. And I'm like, you know, I'm fucking scared talking about this right now. Like, I'm scared because I'm like on the other side of the house by myself, and I'm fucking scared. Okay, let's continue on. So yeah, that's what she sees, and she didn't even want to tell us. She told us like a while after she seen it, because she didn't want to believe it. So then she told us, and she described her and we're like, yeah, you know, that's her, because he showed me a picture of her before and I was like, no, that's scary, I don't want to see nothing. And then he's like, look, 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 and he would like tease me about it. And then what a coincidence that that same day, we hadn't talked to that guy that came and stayed with us for like a month. He only stayed for like a month. That same day he came to our house. He just showed up with his girlfriend. He's like, oh hey, what are you guys doing? He was outside, and then we're like, oh, guess what, look at this, is what Alexis saw, you know, is that her? Because we didn't know too much about it. Oh shit, I just seen someone pass by and it scared me. Okay, because my window's right here. So then he's like, yeah, that's her, blah blah blah, you know, I'll be back. He never freaking came back. Like, did he come and just leave it here for us or what? I don't understand. I don't. That's just the first thing that happened. And then after that, we went into his room, the room that he stayed, and he left some of his furniture there. And then he had left like this big ass butcher knife. I don't know if it's a butcher knife, but it was a big knife. It was like yay big of a knife. And we're like, what the hell? What do you need that for? Like, you psycho? Like, you could have killed us. What if he was trying to kill us? Oh, who knows? And I'll insert a picture right here of how it looks so you guys could see it. And yeah, it's pretty weird. So then that happened, and then like there would stuff be happening. Like, we wouldn't be able to sleep because of the stuff that would be happening. Like, the noises would become more and more. Like, you would hear stuff dragging throughout the house, like water bottles dragging. You would hear people walking. You would hear everything. Like, it was just getting worse and worse and worse. Like, what the heck? Like, what was going on after he left? Like, we knew there was something in this house. So then one day, me, my grandma, my great grandma, my mom, we come back from Costco. I put the stuff down on my table, the table in the kitchen, and I seen my great grandma walking into my room. And I was like, you know, what does she want in my room? Like, why is she going to my room? So I followed her into the door. I seen her walk into my room. I followed her inside my door, and guys, I'm not freaking lying, guys, it was nobody. It was nobody, guys. Nobody. I walked in. My room's really dark, especially when I close my curtains. It's like black in here. I walked in, I turned on the lights, I see nothing. So I kind of got scared, and I asked her like, hey, did you go into my room? And she was outside. She's like, no. I'm like, are you sure? She's like, no. And I'm like, I swore I just seen you go into my room, but like, I followed her there, so how would she get out? So I don't know. That's the only ghost I've actually seen, like spirit I've actually seen myself. And if you guys didn't know, my house was an old folks home, so maybe that explains a lot. A lot of people have died here, and I didn't know this until recently. I'm gonna tell you guys another, it's part of the same thing. So my mom's boyfriend would come and spend the night, and when he barely started spending the night was when it all started happening. And for some reason he could see like the spirits, like he could see the spirits walk by, and he could see like shadows of ghosts, which is freaking freaky, and I would hate to see ghosts, but yeah, he could see them. So I think it happened like 4 or 5 times he stayed here. Every single time he spent the night, se le subían los muertos. And if you guys don't know what that is, it's like when a ghost goes on top of you as like while you're sleeping. I think it's like sleep paralysis in a way, but I don't think it's sleep paralysis. I'm not too sure. And that would happen to him all the time. And one time, it's freaking scary because I hear my door wanting to open, and it's freaking me out. You know when you're like door open and like you hear cracking? Yeah, that's what my door is doing. This is why I didn't want to talk or do a story time about this, because it says that it makes the spirits worse, and when you talk about it they like come. But anyways, yeah, just continue on. Let's get this over with. I'm already halfway in anyways. So yeah, se lo subían los muertos. And there was this one time where it was like really bad, and I would always tell my mom, you know, Mom, I hear people walking in my room, I hear water bottles, like sometimes I can't sleep. So that, I think it was the 4th time it happened to him. The 4th time it happened to him, they came into my room, my mom and her boyfriend came into my room to check if, you know, I was fine, because I would tell her and they wouldn't believe me. And then and they came to check, and I don't know why, like that week I was like sleeping but I was awake. It was weird, because right when she came into my room, I got up like if it was nothing. I was like, what are you doing in my room? And she's like, you know, this and this just happened to him, se lo subieron muerto, and he's just freaked out. We're gonna go for a drive because he can't be here anymore. And I'm just like, okay. But he was like standing on, because my bed is like right here and my feet face this way, right? And the door is right here in front of my bed. So I'm looking onto the hall and he's just standing there, my mom's boyfriend, looking at me directly in the eye, like if he has a spirit or a demon inside him. So it freaked me out so bad. I got so scared. I just felt like a weird vibe. And usually when like shit's about to go down, like ghosts or like there's like a spirit around or I'm about to hear something, I could feel it for some reason. Like before noises start happening, like I'll just get scared for out of nowhere. I won't even be thinking about it. I'll be like on my phone texting or watching a video, and then all of a sudden I get scared and I'm like, okay, why am I scared? And then like a couple minutes later I hear something or someone sees something and I'm like, what the hell, like why? So I was like, you know, there has to be something here or there's something in him. So I was scared. So then my mom and him, they left and they went to go drive around, and so I couldn't sleep. Like I would try to close my eyes and I couldn't. So then I texted my mom. I'm like, Mom, can you come pick me up because I got scared, you guys scared me. So she's like, yeah, we'll be there in a little bit. So then they picked me up and we freaking slept in a car. We were so scared. We slept in a car, and at the time one of my cousins was sleeping here and we left her in the house alone. I didn't want to wake her up and scare her because she didn't hear nothing or she didn't see anything. So I didn't want to like be like, hey, you know, there's this and this in the house, blah 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 blah. So I didn't tell her anything. And then we told her in the morning. She's like, you should have told me, you could have came and slept with me. And I'm like, yeah, but I didn't want to bug you, I didn't want to scare her. So then we slept in the car, and yeah, that's part 1. Still a lot more scary stuff that happens, that has happened, and that recently happened like a week ago. So if you guys want to hear the second part, then definitely like this video so I know to do the second part, and comment down below if you guys want to see that as well. Thank you guys all for watching. Thank you guys for watching this story time. If you guys want more story times on any subject, then let me know and I will love to do so. Bye guys, besos.